Hello everybody and welcome here in the Hoxton Chapel, 16th century chapel. I'm standing here. I would like to ask you something, your opinion, how you see the channel Authentic Sound evolve in the future. And the reason I'm asking is I've been doing a lot of videos recently. Actually, we're closing now on the summer season with the Bach World Temperature Clavier. We're having a live stream the 29th of August. Can be the same day as this video goes on. Be sure not to miss that because we would really love to hit more than 50, even 100 viewers at the same time. Who knows, that's possible. Would be great. And if you see this video much later, I will link that live stream, that concert here. If everything works, of course, because we're going to live stream through my phone, using that as a hotspot. So from the start of Authentic Sound, I was first focusing on music only. I didn't say anything. I was a little bit afraid of using also a different language than my mother language. And so slowly I started to introduce some spoken videos, overcome that fear of speaking in English. And as we speak now, today, I've gone through many kinds of formats. We have done music videos on location. I've tried also a lot of different camera angles at home, which we actually live in a house that gives that possibility. We introduced several series, like now the CPE Bach in Pieces series. I have been recording the Bach partitas for vinyl production later this year and early next year, live with you in long sessions. In January, where I also introduced a kind of vlogging style. You know, I had for 30 days one vlog a day talking about all kinds of topics, more or less related to, of course, music productions, of music playing, performance in general, some philosophical points, etc. Then we evolved in a kind of project months. We had first the Mozart Munich sonatas, 2 months, I believe March and April. Then May and June were dedicated to Beethoven, then the July and August months dedicated to Bach. And in the summer months, I decided to upstep, so to say, my production to go daily, which is kind of a test to see what YouTube is doing with that. So and it was more than a test, it was also fun to do. On the other hand, I must say, I'm making a lot of videos now, going different directions. Maybe I would love to talk more about temperament. I might love to talk more about tempo and metronome numbers. I would love to talk more on the clavichord. The piano is coming. I'd love to talk extensively on the pianoforte and what my thoughts are about that, introduce that instrument to you. I would love to do more live streams, since that's really something I love to do, interacting with you, knowing that you are there as an audience. That feels really real. Not only the live streams where we do the recording sessions, but also the master classes. Recently, I did a live stream editing my stuff for YouTube. And in the course of doing that, I believe it was Mike who said, I miss a little bit your practicing hours. There's another kind of format where I shared with you my process of studying music from scratch, sharing the fingering, so searching for a good fingering, practicing that. In the weeks-long sessions on the sinfonias, kind of quit that with the Christmas holiday. I'd love to give you snapshots on mobile live, which is possible now, for things that land on my desk or on my clavichord, but that are not I don't have the time for it to make a regular video, because that's the thumbnail, description, title. Mobile live is great just to share you something, but you might have some ideas, you might have something that you liked, and maybe not only what you would like me to play, but the formats of the videos, because that's what we're talking about. If You've seen lately, last month, that my camera angles, for instance, were a kind of standardized, so I didn't change them, which gave us a lot of ease in production, because the lighting would be the same, the microphones are always at the same location, and the cameras are always on the same location. So once you start doing that, it increases, of course, the production speed, which gives me more focus on playing. But I don't know if you like that or you miss a little bit the experimentations of as it used to be. We did some recordings on location. Remember the dedication video for Jacques van Noortmesse with the Mozart Symphony? I still really like that. I had a concert in Leuven that day, so we kind of combined things, but going on location for recording, that's something that really takes a lot of time and a lot of preparation. Whereas we now live stream everything from house, in 1 hour, 1 hour 30, a recording is done, then you're talking about 1 day of production. But maybe that's something that you would like me to see doing. We've done some productions here in the chapel as well on the fretted Christopher Clark clavichord. But that was a small clavichord, another kind of instrument that was more easily to transport. But anyway, anyhow, that's possible to do that, maybe if you would like me to do that. We could introduce new kinds of series. I was thinking on sharing some of my personal collection, vinyl collection, if not on CD collection, but music that I really like, and tell you about what I like about it. Maybe performance of maybe the music, and shouldn't be restricted to Baroque music. We can start from that, but so to give you a kind of insight in what I like, and then share that music extensively on YouTube, which is possible now with YouTube's updated copyright claims. So I shouldn't be afraid of using, for instance, the recording made by Leonard, because I would get immediately a notification by YouTube that if there was advertising on that video, it would go to the company's account. So that's of course wonderful. It opens ways to share that with you. I would love to make another kind of format, not on YouTube, but a kind of podcast style format where I just talk. And I can go more in depth with you on certain topics, on temperament, and we can share an immensely amount of time talking about temperament and all other things, a kind of more philosophical, my belief, so to say, not sitting behind the clavichord, but just talking about that really podcast style. That's something I really would love to do. We're going to upgrade also our website. There will be also a clear focus on a blog site, because I like to write a lot, you know that. So that I combine the themes that I make for YouTube with the podcast, with the blog site, and that everything is a kind of mix. We could do some interviews, but that's maybe too much for now. That's really another chapter. But if you like that, think out of the box, and if anything was possible, and let me know. Because I want to give a clear direction to the channel, and for now, and that's something I really would like to keep, for now the thing that I'm doing is very much related to my workflow as a musician. And even more than that, if I make a series like now on the Volt-Temperate Clavier, and there are some videos on the Volt-Temperate Clavier, it forces me to dive deeper into the content and the context around that, and that's what the channel is about now. I changed the word discover to explore, and I'm experimenting a little bit with finding the right value proposition, but it would be something like explore, and explore is of course a generic term that you can use for many, but it gives a little bit the background of what I like to do. I'm a curious person in that. I like to not fantasize, but that's it. To imagine things, to combine things, to look at things from different perspectives. And that's what I'm doing in my daily real life, quote unquote, as a musician, and I'm share that with you. But a day has only so much hours, and for these summer holidays, having a daily video just with Anja and me as a production team, so to say, and most of the production is on my side, it takes away too much time for my other project that I want to do. So that's something we'll have to leave. And thinking about how are we going to proceed with that? And I would love to hear your thoughts about this. So feel free to think out of the box. We go together to the planet Mars. Not to use the words of Elon Musk, so the CEO of Tesla, they have a project actually that they want to go to Mars, knowing that it is impossible. But by dedicating time to that, everything else becomes possible, becomes a project that is feasible, that's doable. So I like that kind of thinking. And who knows where we are in a few years with maybe more people on the production side, and then we can, of course, do different things. But you, as my audience, so to say, you are the first persons, of course, and give directions to this channel, and that's what I would love to hear from you. In the coming months, certainly in September, we will have a kind of different schedule because we are in a bridge situation. We have to dedicate time to the partitas, the final production of that. It's a huge list. Anja and I am going to upgrade you on that. The scores with Costas that are going to be published need my time as well. The upgrade of the website. We have, I think, a great guy and that will do that for us. Our sales department, that's a big word, but we have to start thinking about serious selling because this all needs to be, of course, sustainable, and that's only by kind of business model that we have to dedicate some more time. So I will be on YouTube forever, but maybe not daily for the coming months. So there will be a change in the schedule and a change in the video, so I hope you don't mind. There will be music and there will be many things that still will remain the same forever, but let me know what you think. It would be great to read. So if you watch this video and that's your first time here on Authentic Sound, love to have you subscribed, and please go ahead and immediately think out the box and let me know what you would like me to do or what you would like us to do, because Anja, that's the person behind the scenes, and without her it wouldn't be possible. But it wouldn't either be possible without you, because you give me the privilege to share the things that I love sharing, that I love working around. That's actually a big part of my life. So thank you for that. Hope to read you soon. Hit that subscribe button, share this video, and see you soon again. If you watch this before the 29th of August, 8 p.m. Central European Summer Time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, certainly be on the live stream and chat with the other persons. YouTube will love you, and I will love you the more. So thanks for watching, and see you soon again. Bye.